What up, everybody? This is Tatianna Tarot. It has been a hot minute. I think I open all of my videos by saying it's been a hot minute, but this time it has been. I'm hitting you up with another tarot energy forecast of the week. Happy June. Happy June is June 2nd. So hopefully, I'm putting it out there that this month is one of the more glorious months of this very exhausting year. I don't know about y'all. It's been very exhausting and trying for me. There's been all types of events happening, one thing after the other. Personal things happening in my life, health concerns, initiations, an abundance of learning new healing modalities, blessed business, everything above, in between, and all around. I've received it. And I know from working with certain clients, this has been a pretty challenging year for you as well. And I really feel like the bulk of 2020 is going to be amazing. Of course, I'm not here by myself. I'm with my lovely sidekick, Sahara, who was just playing outside, but apparently she wants to join us. So hold on one second. Bam. Say hey, baby. Yay. Yes, indeed. So for those that are new, I'm a tarot practitioner. I like to release these videos as weekly consultations for the general public. I don't really get into specifics per sign. If you want to read weekly scopes, tarot scopes for your sign, monthly scopes, please follow me on my social media platforms at Tatianna Tarot. That's Tatianna, Tatianna. The word tarot, all one word. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I release my content. But this is just a general reading on what we can expect as the collective for the week to come. Consciously, subconsciously, everything in between. I'll be pulling out cards. I'll be channeling from higher spirit and giving you guys insight on what to look out for, especially in the beginning of the month. Also pulling out an oracle card to kind of sum up the messages all together. I'll be giving you more insight on how you can book with me in person or virtually at the end of this video. But let's just get into this for now. I'm actually going to be using this deck. I got this deck in the mail. It was gifted to me. And they're called soul cards. Soul cards, all right? And they're you can find them on soulcardstarot.com. And I like them because they're hella simplistic. Don't touch the computer. Okay. They're hella simplistic. The decor is really elegant and beautiful and very unique. And sometimes we just want this is not a deck for beginners. So if you're learning to read the Rider-Waite, if you're learning to read tarot in general, I would not recommend this because the illustrations, reading tarot deals a lot with symbolism and picking up information through the illustrations. These illustrations are very linear. They're very, just very, very beautiful in that sense, but they're not really going to give you much context as to what the actual card means and the energy behind the card. So if you're looking for something a little bit more suited for your beginner's needs, again, this is not it, okay? But you can go on my social media platforms and see the decks that I use. I use an array of them, and most of them do follow the traditional Rider-Waite system. So have a look on that and see if it resonates with you. And of course, use Amazon or Google as your resources as to where to buy them, when to buy them, and how to buy them. Okay, so what we do now is this reading is for Monday, June 3rd, all the way to Sunday the 9th. Okay, so honorable ancestors, masters, teachers, loved ones, spirit, give us context and guidance on what this upcoming week is going to look like for us collectively on an energetic level. What is it that we are to expect? How can we best navigate ourselves accordingly? How can we best milk out this opportunity? Mind you, tomorrow is the new moon in Gemini. Okay, I haven't done much research into that. I know the new moon does pertain to setting new intentions, setting a new cycle, really embarking on a 2 week cycle of manifesting new things into your life, right? Whereas the full moon is having things come to a completion, seeking closure, eliminating things from your life. So this should be a very, very fun time to manifest, particularly since Gemini is ruled by the mind, and it's a very intellectual card. Writing takes precedence more than any time before, so you might want to shoot. And I had one a long time ago. I don't know where it is, but you want to consecrate a new moon journal and write your wishes and your manifestations down in real time, exactly what you want to conjure into your world, how and when, and just watch it become real. Date it, and do this during the full new moon. A lot of people, a lot of astrologers, I'm not an astrologer whatsoever, but I do have a very basic fundamental knowledge. A lot of them do say that the new moon lasts for about 3 days. So you're good for tomorrow till around the 6th, I would say, to do your new moon intentions and your manifestations. For more information on baby girl, for more information on how the new moon is affecting your sign, tune into my social media platform. Okay, and I'll write the scopes there tomorrow. So let's get into this. Honorable ancestor spirit guides, what do you have to tell us for the week of June 3rd all the way to the 9th? So I'm just going to be pulling out cards and just seeing what they say overall, okay? All right. Whoa. Oh. Yes. Okay. What are we doing? Yes, baby. Yes, indeed. So it's lit. As you can hear, Sahara, she sounds like a Oompa Loompa in the background. She's watching SpongeBob, so you know it's lit. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out 5 cards. Those 5 cards are the Lovers, the Hangman, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. All right. Overall, the Lovers usually pertains to themes of partnerships and harmony and balance. Yes, sometimes it has romantic implications involved, a deeper intimacy here. But the Lovers usually is this theme of having really important people emerge and surface in our lives, or having the reflection of relationships come up as a theme, reflecting upon certain dynamics that we are involved in or lack thereof, things that we want to conjure into our lives, whether it be a better business partnership, whether it be a new friend, a spiritual companion, whether it be a new lover or a stronger rooted type of love. Lovers can be everything and in between. But for the most part, it is talking about a great sense of harmony and unity ushering into your life. In certain circumstances, the Lovers can highlight the way that you love yourself, the way that you're partnering yourself, how you are becoming your own soulmate, or how you show yourself and demonstrate that sort of behavior and respect. Sometimes people who are receiving the Lovers are embarking on very serious changes in their lives that require great thought, choices that need to be made that can change your life. And so this is about really thinking about alignment and what is your personal middle ground. What balance is required, because balance isn't just, it isn't like a one size fits all element. It's ever changing. What the balance that you needed last week may not be what you need this week. Like maybe this week's theme is very much on a financial standpoint for you. And it's like, how do I make more money? Or how do I keep the money that I make? Or how do I better manage my money? Or how do I better invest it in things? Etc., etc. So it's ever changing. And so a lot of these notions of, okay, what's going to keep me grounded? What's going to keep me centered so that I can thrive, so that my relationships can thrive, so that maybe, something that I have to give into my relationship or my relationship dynamics is being communicated here, or lack thereof. Maybe I don't need to give so much. Maybe I need to be setting firmer boundaries so that people don't take from me as much. So this card here, Lovers, as the first card, does communicate all of the above, but we get more context as we get a little bit deeper into the rest of the spread. So we are receiving the Hanged Man as the second card, and the Hanged Man is all about surrendering. It's all about letting go. It's all about letting go, letting God, letting Spirit, letting Goddess. And so what I mean by that is that usually there is this concept, this notion in the more traditional Rider-Waite decks. You see an illustrated version of this person hanging upside down from a tree, and they have a huge, massive halo or light around their head. Well, this light is really being attributed to one's wisdom, to one's, intuitive instincts, to their connection to the divine, and how they're very much astute, and they're very much enlightened, and they're very much savvy of the current situation that they're in. They know better. They know essentially what the answers are to get them out of this particular predicament that they're in, but they're not doing it because they're hanging upside down, right? There's some sort of hesitancy. And like I was mentioning before, in the traditional Rider-Waite, we do see this image of the person hanging upside down, but one leg is tied up and one leg is free. So there's almost like this indecision, inconsistent application of one's faith. Sometimes you're in it, sometimes you're not. And so the Hangman is talking about maybe a choice you need to make in terms of letting go, whether it's letting go perhaps of certain relationships and partnerships we see here in the Lovers card, maybe of an expectation you need to let go of a habit in regards to the Lovers card, maybe in order to maintain and sustain more unity, more harmony in your life, you need to kind of relinquish a sense of control, because sometimes the Hangman wants to be a control freak, and the reality is that the magic happens once you surrender. And the theme of the Hangman is about surrendering and taking one step at a time and seeing what unfolds for you once you really make that conscious decision to go for it. In the center of the spread for the week, we're getting the Three of Cups. So some of y'all, it looks like a lot of y'all entering this week, we're getting major happy news. A reason for you guys to celebrate. I would say with the cups, we're talking about things that pertain to our emotional dispositions, our sense of nurturing and caring for oneself, our sensitivity, our loves, our intuition, our creativity. And so with the Three of Cups, we're getting this whole concept of celebration, joy, letting your hair loose, really acknowledging phenomenal news and sharing that with close loved ones and friends. Feminine energies that want to see you thrive. Also catering to your own feminine energy. What is that on your nose? Catering to your own feminine energy. And being able to really just say, I deserve this. I'm welcoming in all the positivity and abundance that this universe has to offer. Sakatumi. So, because this is a general reading, and because the cards are so multifaceted, we can't just attribute one particular definition per card. This spread can be read in many ways. So, in regards to the Hangman, for a lot of y'all, it could be that by letting go, by surrendering, by doing this move that can seem scary, or this move in which maybe you're doubting your own intuition that should be very crystal clear. Those are the results and the answers that you'll be seeking. Like you're gonna get that almost on an immediate level. Or by letting go, you're actually showing to the universe how much you love and trust yourself, and how much you're willing to put yourself first before others. You know, maybe letting go is a sign of self-care. You know, it is a step in that direction. Maybe letting go is really indicative of a massive test, a trial, and initiation that the universe is showing you in terms of how much are you about the spiritual life? How much are you leading yourself through faith? How much can you really move forward in conviction in terms of your intuition, psychosensibilities, and the messages that you're receiving from spirit? You know, there's going to come a point in most people's lives in which, you know, you don't have much logic working for you, or the next couple of steps don't necessarily require, or you can't implement logic and sensibility and rationality. You have to just kind of go with your gut, and you have to go with your instincts, and you have to go with the subtle voice that you have in your heart and in your mind. And so this could be one of the occasions in which you are maybe having a very difficult time doing this in some aspect of your life, or even with self. And in doing so, and in trusting that, and in moving forward with that information, you're receiving the Three of Cups. You're receiving this relaxation, this relief, this need to celebrate, positive news, positive blessings. Also, you want to check in on themes that involve groups and friendships, people who really truly love and care for you, tight-knit groups and friendships that you may have, whether it's like a mama and auntie, a sister, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and I mean that in the most platonic ways, but also romantic ways. People who are really here to nurture your emotional side. It's so important for you to maybe check in with them. And if you're doubting yourself that heavily, or you're doubting the next chapter of your life, or you're feeling really much like you're hung up, the element of the Lovers, the element of the Three of Cups, this is all saying that you actually have a lot of support around you. You have a lot of deep-rooted connections and intimate connections that are here to help you evolve. And so you can maybe spark up conversation with them, or let them know how you've been doing, or take a break, rest and relax with them, and go celebrate things that are working well in your life, or, you know, taking into account that things could be much worse, right? And so also one thing that came into mind just now is that some of you may be witnessing an influx of new friends and new relationships and new partnerships and new people coming into your life that are really anchored here for the next stage, that are here to help you with X, Y, and Z, either learning lessons, either overcoming karmic traumas, or just for support. Because with the Lovers and the Hangman, it may mean that you need to let go of old people. It may mean that you just need to surrender and just see how the universe washes things away and brings new elements into the light. Our fourth card here is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is such a trooper in the sense that this is a very dedicated, persistent character. This character is always trucking forward. They have an end goal in sight, and they're very much committed to accomplishing that goal without many hiccups on the road. They move very slowly and deliberately. They take their time. They are calculated, and you know, this may be talking about a couple of things. So in regards to this Three of Cups, you may be receiving some unexpected blessings, something that you've been waiting for, maybe hearing great news, an opportunity. This falls in your lap. The desire to connect with more people, maybe letting go of an old love to finally welcome in a new love. You know, really unleashing your sense of vulnerability, owning yourself, flaunting yourself, feeling lit. Having new friends into your life, having new business partners into your life. Sahara, what are you doing? Girl. My Oya child, everybody. My Oya child. Exactly. So So the Knight of Pentacles is saying that all of this is going to be a slow and gradual transition. It's not like going to be boom, bam, boom, and we're off. Knight of Pentacles is reminding you to take these next couple of steps with certainty, to make sure that you're using your sense of discernment, to make sure that everything feels like it's in alignment with you, regardless of what it is in your life. You feel like you're connected. You feel like you're stable. This is about stability. This is about also income, you know, slow and steady income. Income that isn't like a $1,000, $1 million paycheck, but it could be things trickling in there that over time is consistent, but over time builds up into something greater. Knight of Pentacles, don't be afraid to launch something new. Sometimes this talks about move and travel. Maybe some of you guys might be starting to plan for something in the near future. Maybe this opportunity is like the catalyst to bigger and greater ideas, in which now is the time, especially with this new moon in Gemini, to break it down to the least common denominator and really see its inner workings and see, you know, build some sort of a blueprint for your success later down in the year. If there are any romantic relationships, any dynamics with new people, this can mean that this is a slow and steady process. Again, it's a little redundant. I say slow and steady, meaning that maybe it's like you guys start as a friendship, or it's a very close and intimate friendship, but it feels good, it feels stable, and you're not going to rush to the end goal overnight. If it's a relationship that y'all already have, this shows promise to heart-based matters opening up, talking about your emotions, sharing beautiful times together, sharing or indulging in some creative ideas, a sense of artistic expression. You know, there is healing happening behind the scenes, contingent upon the Hangman, contingent upon someone or something letting go of an element, you know, letting go of fear, letting go of expectations, letting go of someone old, letting go of an environment, what have you. It's you know, it depends on what that is representing in your life. The last card here is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords brings forth a sense of importance, urgency. It's urgency. It's like, wake up, hello, like the emoji hands, wake up, pay attention. Why? Is because the Knight of Swords is the deliverer, perdón, of energy coming into your life. It's almost like something that you are responsible for communicating or acting on yesterday. It is that urgent, right? It's like, oh, you should have done this. You don't have much time. You should have done this yesterday. The universe wants to scream at you. And it's facing the direction of the Knight of Pentacles. So what this tells us is that whatever is starting off as a little baby, growing over time, it's like you cannot procrastinate with that. A lot of this, you know, a lot of these cards are kind of putting the responsibilities on your hands. So if you're waiting for someone to take action, to make a move, chances are you got to let go of that, and you need to liberate yourself and take action yourself, and that you have the support, and that you are, chances are you're right in your heart and in your mind to do it. And chances are you're going to get the results that you're seeking if you do it. But you can't kind of wait on acting on this. Knight of Swords can also mean, getting validation. Chlorophyll water, everybody. Chlorophyll, the drops. It's amazing. Getting the validation that you're seeking. Maybe it's spirit that is yelling at you. Maybe you get a sign. Maybe you get one of them people that's like, oh my God, I saw a 333 is lit. 1111. Or maybe you're one of those people that dreams, right? And you're getting a sign from a dream. Or maybe it's just trickling in through your consciousness in your everyday life, your waking life, as you're working, as you're eating, as you're bathing, as you're resting. Just know that there is going to be a particular message about this trajectory here coming through. I really feel like this is a much lighter spread, you know, compared to what we have been living thus far. I did take a break from doing videos because life has just been one big roller coaster of oops and oop, and so I need to kind of hold space for myself too, and my baby, my family. And so this definitely seems to be a much more enjoyable spread for this week. I want to see if I have any more information for y'all. Definitely the major theme happens to be in relationships and in partnerships, right? And so really just take an objective look on people in your life or lack thereof, or how they're showing up, how they're not showing up, how you can show up for them if need be. If Spirit is like asking you to check in on somebody. Even if Spirit is asking you to check in on yourself, maybe it's time to open up to people that you love and trust. Maybe you need to drastically express something here with the Knight of Swords. That's going to be the catalyst to your healing. That you need to start on that like yesterday. Hangman is don't be a control freak. Let go. Ride the wave. Go with the flow and see where it takes you. You're going to end up where you meant to be so long as you're cooperating with that momentum. So let's see some oracle cards here. I have 2 decks that are very near and dear to my heart. One is Marcella Kroll's Sacred Symbols for Divination and Meditation, so Oracle Deck Edition 3. You can find her on Instagram, Marcella Kroll, or on her website. I believe it's marcellakroll.com. It's MarcellaKroll. What is this? What do you have in your mouth? What are you doing? Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're going to see what message wants to come out today. Hold on one second. Hold on, Sahara. Mommy's working. Honorable ancestors, masters, teachers, loved ones, what card do you want? Would you need the collective to listen to today? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Someone's being a desperate toddler. Okay, you're going to pull out the card, okay? No, you're not. You want boobs. All right, hold on. Pull out a card. Pull out a card for everybody. Is that it? Thank you. All right, I got it. I got the card. Hold on. So, Sahara channeled Power. Of course she did. Your card of the week is Power. Yay. Tell them about Power, Sahara. That's it? Yeah? Mwah. Okay, so let's read what Power has to say. 1 second, baby. It says, you are powerful. You are worthy. You are sovereign. It is time to remember your worth. By drawing this card, invites you to take your place in the starring role of your life. There is no need to play small here. You are being granted permission to display your strengths for all to see at this time. It does not serve you to hide your gifts. Drawing this card can also indicate that it is time for you to call your power back from any situation where it may have been taken or given away. This is the crown of Isis. The crown of Isis, and sometimes the crown of Hathor, is made up of the sun disk and cradled in cow's horns. The sun and the cow were both worshipped in ancient Egypt as a symbol of the different but equal powers of the feminine and the masculine. Ashe. So take your power back this week. Let go. Take your power back. Let the universe give you what you most need. And let us see through this last deck what your ancestors want to tell you, okay? Because this is a very dope deck. It is the Adinkra Ancestral Guidance card by Bresi-Ando, Bresi/Ando, ANDO. Tools for Living. Tools for Living BA. That is her Instagram handle, okay? Or you can go to Adinkra living.com. All right. So, espérate un segundo here. Do you want to pull out this deck too, or are you too occupied? You want to multitask? Hold on, let mommy shuffle. Traca, traca, tra. Honorable ancestors and spirits, what do you will the collective to know this week? Are you busy, Sahara? I just fed you. You're acting like you didn't eat. Come on. Do you want to pull out a card? No. Okay, let mommy do it. Okay. Kinting Kantan. Kinting Kantan. Puffed up arrogance. Humility. All life must be valued. So let me read the theme. Okay? It says, arrogance, extravagance. Your ego is overpowering your actions and repelling people from connecting with you in a meaningful way. Humble yourself. Additional meanings for this card. Humility has value. Rein in your attitude. Now is not the time for extravagance. Okay, my love, so I hope this reading has served you well. It's so good to be back. Thank you, Sahara. Thank you, Egun. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, Orishas, Loas, Spirit, and any other light being entities that have participated with us. It was a trip. If you guys want to book a session with me, I am not doing any more phone sessions, Skypes, Google Hangout. No, my schedule has changed. So I will be doing video sessions such as one like this for you and putting it in an unlisted YouTube video and sending it out to you to your email, to your inbox. Okay. So if you want to book, please read the caption thoroughly because there's more information. All right. And please book through my website, www.myurbanillumination.com. All right. If you happen to come to New Orleans anytime soon and you want to book an in-person session, please shoot me an email and tell me how long of a session you want to book for and your availability. And my email is hello@Tatianna with 2 N's tarot.com, all one word. All right. And I am going to be so happy to connect with you. Anyway, Mama Magic is going to Mexico next month to lead a retreat. And then afterwards, in August, I will be seeing some of y'all in LA to teach some workshops and to do some one-on-one client work. Then I'll be going to New York. And then I'll be going to Morocco at the end of August. So it's going to be a very busy next couple of weeks and months. I'm so excited to connect with some of you guys. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to hit me up. I send you all the love. Ciao.